Was that a Lupe Fiasco?
Nah, that was the Blame Game Kanye West loop.
Yeah. With John Legend.
Mm-hmm. How you guys been? How was your New Year's?
Super low key.
Yeah.
Having a baby now.
Yeah.
This makes it super low key.
Oh wait, I was with you New Year's Eve.
What?
What?
Yeah, New Year's Eve. We went to go see the movie New Year's Eve.
Oh, in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like thinking at night. And I'm like, what
You were
the
like
fuck?
during the love
Were you
making?
at my parents' house?
You want to know something funny?
What's up?
So, you know the ladies from the Fearless Queens podcast, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, they're another podcast that I shoot where all I do is just shoot it.
Oh, okay.
And it's a faith-based podcast.
Okay.
So they talk about God and different things like that. Basically, they knew someone else who was interested in podcasting and started it and wanted to continue. Also had a faith-based podcast, a little bit more different interview style, right? Contact her. She contacts me. Come to find out, she worked with Brittany.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Brittany from who was on this podcast last week.
Wow.
Weird, small world. Small world.
The smallest.
I know. How's your New Year's, man?
Mine was sleep. I was sick.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
I caught that stomach bug.
bro, there's a
Dang.
stomach bug and then there's the congestion shit.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, and it's taking everybody out.
It took me out.
My daughter got sick in
No.
Arizona.
The whole house got sick.
She got strep.
It's hard to get sick in Arizona.
Did you see that
Yeah.
the bird flu is going around again right now?
It's flying around, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Birds aren't real.
Hilarious.
I
Birds are
remember
not real.
I remember when the bird flu even happened. I was in college.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we go outside if we're going to die. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going outside. Like, I know nothing's going to happen. It's always happened.
I'm so freaked out by the fact that I haven't gotten sick with anything yet.
Just your
This
immune
year,
system.
you mean?
Huh?
This year, you mean?
No, like in the past 4 or 5 months.
What
Oh,
do you have for your like immune system? You like do like
Me.
just
drink
that's
out of
it?
pickle jars.
Well, I also work around thousands of people every day, so I feel like my immune system is just built up to
Fortified.
withstand
Yeah.
all the bullshit.
Slamming blue chews also.
Oh man,
Honey packs.
we now have faith-based podcast on our network. I have to,
We can't talk about honey packs now.
I chill. I have to chill out.
I went to the casino and started with $100, and I ended with $185.
There you
So,
go.
I actually got all the way.
85% profit.
I got all the way down to $10 at one point, and then
Nice.
I hit it one more time, and then I kept hitting and kept hitting and kept hitting.
Put the
And
team
then
on the back.
I was still hitting at like 185, but I was like, I need to stop.
Do you do penny slots?
It was the firecracker machine where it's like
I've only been to
That's
2
where you
casinos
was
in my
at.
life.
You was at Hard Rock.
no, I was in Chicago.
Oh, you was in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won on the firecracker machine in Chicago, but I usually do the Medusa.
You got to be careful on that firecracker one because it say like
It'll eat your money.
it say like this side lit up and you like, oh yeah, I'm finna get it. The red ones, nope, you don't get it. And you end up getting something else. It's just
The trick is it'll show there's one row left,
mm-hmm.
but it won't actually hit most of the time
Push
until
it further.
there's-
Opposite. Push it further.
it won't hit until there's one circle left, and it'll take like 5 to 10 hits at that point. And most of the time, if someone left it that high, it's because they were feeding it and it wasn't going, so they left it. So usually you want to hit it then. But sometimes the purple side on the left side, if it's all the way low, it means it hit, which means if you hit it a couple times, it'll probably hit again because the purple, it'll hit from all the way
Somebody's
from the
been
bottom.
Studying these.
Well, my friend likes to gamble a
Oh,
lot.
sorry, bro.
My friend likes to gamble a lot, and so she'll drag me with her, and then I'll choose when I want to sit down and hit it. Like, I'll watch the machines because I'm not trying to waste no money.
Yeah.
So-
But that's why I don't like gambling or go to casinos. Well, one, I'm cheap and I don't like to waste money. But two, I hate that machines are like that they literally just put in, okay, we're going to have 1,000 losses before we let somebody win. You know what I mean? They guarantee that they win money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that. I want it to be just roll the dice every time. So if I were to go, I would play games that were pure chance versus machine games. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Only if life was that easy.
I almost said Russian roulette, but too much Squid Games I've been watching.
on my
But roulette, craps, anything like that that's either skill based or completely roll the dice.
Now if we playing
I
craps,
love some poker, but I will never play poker at the casino. Those people too serious.
Oh yeah.
I'll play some craps. If we playing some craps, we playing some dice, whatever it is, you're gonna lose your money against me.
But yeah, that was fun. I sat there for 3 hours and came out a winner. And then when I went to watch the fireworks in Chicago, Uber was $80. And so I was like, I'm not Ubering. I'd rather walk with bloody ankles all the
On
way
New
back
Year's
to my
Eve, right?
hotel. Yes.
See, that's some bullshit. That should be illegal because they know people are going to be drunk and they know people are going to try to do the right thing in Uber. And then they're going to see these prices that they're getting gouged at $85, $90. Like, that's ridiculous.
I Ubered there for
Like,
$15.
They should cap it to make people want to Uber. Because otherwise people are going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to drive drunk then. I'm not going to pay $90. And they should be encouraging people to take Ubers during holidays. So I think there should be something where like cities have to like cap it at a reasonable price during holidays.
They'll make so much money.
Life hack, walk a couple more blocks, find a taxi man on his break and say, hey, I only got $20 cash. Give me a ride. And he'll do it. So that's a life hack.
Find a taxi man on his break.
First off, find a taxi, man.
Right.
No, they'll be in alleyways. It's kind of sketch, but it's worth it.
Okay. Well, I don't think you should walk around alleys and go, I got $20. It's my last 20.
It is. Hey,
What can I get?
rather than spend that $80, I'll put my life at risk.
I couldn't do that in Chicago.
No.
At all.
Nope.
Welcome to the Entertainment Panel.
Gosh.
I am your host, Will. I am on camera today, all blacked out. Yeah.
I like that you're on camera this time.
I mean, I don't know.
It's kind of, I don't like looking at you way over there.
The cameras missed you.
I don't know. Maybe.
This is my first time with you
On camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't. I'm like, fuck that shit.
That's all good, man.
But yeah, Russian roulette, Squid Games. Did you guys watch it yet?
I only watched the first episode of Squid Games, and it was just a lot going on. It was just a lot going on.
Squid Game season 2. You started?
Is it? Just tell me, is it good as the other season?
No, I don't think it could have ever been as good as that first season. Have you seen Squid Games?
Yeah, 100%.
Just season 1 or both?
I've seen just season 1.
Okay.
I'm playing the game right now on my phone and on TikTok. To get like,
so
yeah.
I was going to say.
That was a whole new world. Like when Squid Games came out, we were like, this shit is wild. It's totally new. It's different than anything we saw. Everyone was talking about it. So season 2, I feel like now we kind of know what to expect. Like we know the gist of it. We know the games. Like it's not as exciting because I feel like it's not as brand new, but it's still pretty good. It's definitely worth watching. I'm not going to get into spoilers, obviously, because you guys haven't seen it yet, but they do a good job of like giving you that taste of the games again, but then also like they can't just do that. They can't just rinse and repeat the same thing. So they had to like do more of like behind the scenes stuff, more of like involving the outside world. They had to kind of like bring in other stuff, and I think they did a good job. So I'm excited for it. Also, they are ending with season 3, and that's going to come out in June.
Wow, already?
Wow.
Yeah, so they filmed them back to back. Season 2 and season 3, they filmed back to back. Season 2 is also only 7 episodes, or yeah, I think 7. Season 1 was 9. This last season 3, I'm guessing it's going to be maybe even shorter, maybe like 5.
Yeah, because the dude is aging like crazy.
Well, also I think like because I mean, once you see season 2, you'll realize like they can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like once in season 1. Once the main character, I can't remember anyone's name on that show, but once 465, once he got out
and becomes like self-aware.
And then now he knows about it, it's kind of like only a matter of time until they get found out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So like
4, 5, 6.
That's the main character.
Maybe it was 456.
I think it's 4, 5,
456?
Yeah,
Yeah.
456.
What did you say?
Could have been 465.
Oh, I don't know.
Either way, we know who we're talking about.
I saw
So,
a video of someone saying you should have learned your lesson, season 1, never trust player 1. I don't know if that means anything to you. But
No.
no. Do you know who player 1 is in the second season?
Yeah. There is another player 1.
They said never trust an old guy who plays player 1 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I'm like, don't like player 1 when I see him on the screen. And that's why I can't be looking at anything on TikTok. I'll be like, scroll real fast before I see anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to even comment.
And it's
on
crazy
that.
Even with Squid Games, Mr. Beast is doing the same thing.
Yeah, the Beast Games. I haven't seen that yet. That's on Amazon
It's on
Prime.
Yeah, they said it's good though.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I just seen like shorts on TikTok, and I seen like people like really on there.
Is he
crying.
partnered with them on that?
He might be. He got so
Because
much money.
Yeah.
To take their concept, he would get sued.
Right.
Maybe. I mean,
He might
if it's
be.
just a competition
Does he
show.
still have the same type of people with the
No,
masks?
No, and no one
no.
dies, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not murdering people,
But
but
I just seen a lot of people in there like physically like crying, like hardcore. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it
Because he's really giving away the money.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I want to
100%.
watch it.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the drama behind it though?
No.
So first of all, they said anybody who comes for these games, if you leave, you don't get any money. Like there's only the winner who gets money. But he also set aside $2,000 for every player who came. So when they leave, they take the money and no one knows that they're getting money when they leave. Because some people, if they knew they were getting money, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm out super early." You know what I mean? And so he kind of did this as an extra thing for everybody who came. And people like were like, "Oh, this wasn't worth it. I was there for all this time." They were saying a lot of people were underfed and they weren't given proper like bathroom breaks, and there's another rumor going around that one person broke their leg or arm or something.
Well, did they
filming.
see the fucking movie? Did they
Exactly.
see the
Right.
show? Like,
But someone
what would you
broke
expect?
their arm and they didn't get attention for like over, I think it was like 2 days on their
I don't
arm.
believe that.
And so there's like so much drama behind it. And now that it's come out, Mr. Beast is like, "Hey, it's out. Let's cut it. Like no more drama. Like let's just watch the show. Everyone was paid. Like."
And I believe, and that's my thing. Like he didn't have to pay everybody because when you
No.
go on TV shows, they don't pay you.
no.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, the fact that he actually went out of his way and did that, like, because he's gonna give away the money regardless.
I think it was like an extra 20 million or something like that. Just
He just got so much money, bro. I just don't understand it. I want to run to him just one time, just at a car dealership.
Yeah. Hey, can I get
Looking
a
at
car?
a scat pack.
Spending money.
You see, he just got engaged too
Yeah.
to his girlfriend.
Really?
That's wild.
He proposed at Christmas. Like he got down on one
She
knee.
got the bag.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
She knows exactly what she was doing. He already was giving away free money, so what's the point? She ain't got to worry about
Well,
that.
She's playing the Ultimate Beast games.
Well, he met her on like a mission or something like that when he was in Africa.
Oh yeah, all of if you someone told me at work, he said that all of these influencers
Mhm.
are all like ex like Latter-day Saints or Lutheran or Latter-day Saints, ex Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
they're-
Mormon type stuff?
Yep. All of
Really?
them. All of them.
All of them or like a weird high percentage
weird-
of
yeah.
them?
A weird high percentage.
I
I'm
wonder
about to
why
say
that
this.
is.
Because
What's the correlation there?
Because I correlated, and then he was like, "Yeah." He said, "Look in the mirror, bro," because I'm ex Jehovah's Witness. So he was like, "It's something about how you guys are raised and brought up that makes you comfortable with like being able to sell yourself in a certain way, and you're like super relatable, and you can like perceive you can really push yourself, like you're already like you're born with those gifts, and for some reason it just clicks for you guys." And I understand it. Because like selling Bibles is how I got good at selling everything else that I sell.
Mhm.
I've been in sales for 15 years. 16.
Yeah, I used to sell Kirby vacuums.
Do you have
What
a
is
religious
that? I don't even know
background?
what that is.
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Yeah.
You
What's
don't know what a Kirby vacuum is?
No.
It's like a
Yeah,
$10,000
you do.
vacuum.
Yeah, do you know what a Kirby
A
vacuum?
Kirby vacuum? I've never
Yeah.
heard of that brand.
You've never heard of it? Are you serious?
No.
You for real?
Yeah.
You're not fucking with me?
No, I swear to God.
Really, bro?
They're
Where
really
have you been?
they're really
It's
high end
a
vacuums.
10-in-1
yeah,
vacuum.
it's like a $10,000 vacuum.
Yeah.
What?
And people go door to door and they sell these vacuums to rich
Mhm.
people and they buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Wow, and it works?
Sold 7 of them.
Yeah,
Wow, what kind of commission? you got on that?
$10,000?
nothing.
Nothing.
What do you mean
Yeah.
nothing?
Yeah,
Nothing,
they
bro.
still do it right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, I know somebody who sells vacuums right now.
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's
Why'd you do it? For the love of the game?
well, no,
I'm
it's
saying
mo-
like you don't get a lot out of it. Like
Mhm.
it's just you think you will because they'll, you know what I'm saying?
they sell you the
definitely-
dream and then they rip you
Yeah,
off.
Exactly. And then they move their business.
Yeah.
And then they're gone. Like they can be gone the next day.
You know how I used to work, like how I used to do the direct TV stuff, how it'd just be like the office and everybody gets an office
Mm-hmm.
and they just run the office however they want to run the office.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Kirby
Yeah, but you
vacuums.
knew how much you were getting when you made a sale.
I had an idea, but this guy could totally rip me off and I couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, sure. I guess I'm saying, what was the sale pitch to you to do it? He
They-
said,
they would-
sell a vacuum.
They
and-
would tell
and
you
you'll
up
get-
front that you would make a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
And they would do the math and everything. And
It's a
then,
pyramid scheme or something.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you got to think about it. You got all these people on one team, right?
Mhm.
And then you go out. Say everybody goes out and sells 7 vacuums. You got 15 people. They sell 7 vacuums. Everybody, you're getting all that money, right? Because they're buying these vacuums. So they're getting all this money. They sell 17 vacuums. They're gone the next day.
Okay, so they told you that you were going to get a commission or some amount of money. They just
Mhm.
did pay it out.
Yep.
Jeez, that sucks.
Yep.
Selling vacuums
You
sucks,
should
huh?
come clean houses with me. I make $25 an hour.
I'm a DJ.
Oh yeah, true. Never mind. Wait, can I come work with you? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm a DJ, and I did work at JD Sports, so I was like running JD Sports
That pays
for
really
a while.
well.
No, that's why I left
Oh,
because they tried to finesse me, but I wasn't going for none of it.
as you should say.
But now I'm like substitute teaching.
That's him.
No,
So a couple days ago,
no.
Steve and I actually on New Year's Eve, we went and saw the new Bob Dylan movie.
How was that?
That movie fucking sucked.
What movie was
It
it?
was ass, bro.
It's called A Complete Unknown. It was like have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
It's
It's like the Bob
basic.
Dylan version.
It's basically like that, but like way slower because Queen plays like upbeat rock music. You kind of knew where the story was going to go in Queen because you know Freddie Mercury is going to die eventually, so you knew it was kind of getting towards like the end of his life. In the Bob Dylan movie, I didn't know a lot about him. I just know a few of his songs, and I really didn't know what else to see. And I'm like, I'll see this one.
Was it a drop like the Joker?
It wasn't bad. It's getting good. It's getting really good reviews. And it honestly wasn't. I didn't think it was bad. It was just slow. And then by the end of it, I was like,
That's it.
"What? Why did we like?
It had
What was
no-
the? Why?
it had
Why were they
no-
telling us this?
Was
Okay.
it this like something that y'all was excited to see?
Not really.
Not really. We
Okay.
just agreed that we were going to see a movie on New Year. Oh, sorry.
No, you're
That
good.
we were going to see a movie on New Year's Eve, and I looked at the movies that were out right now, and I'm like, I'm not really interested in any of these except maybe this one and like Mufasa, I guess. But Mufasa's getting bad reviews, so I was like,
Is it?
I
Since
think
when?
so. I think so, right? Isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Please
I
keep
haven't
your
seen-
paws off my brother. I be listening to this TikTok all the time.
I thought it was getting.
love that
thought it
I
was
song.
getting
haven't seen no
reviews.
bad reviews on it yet.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's got 55% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I guess that's lower than what I'm willing to see a movie for.
Well,
Okay, understandable.
Lin-Manuel wrote the songs. They
And I'll
can't
see
be
it
bad.
eventually. I'm just saying I didn't want to pay to see it. And
Yeah.
this movie, Bob Dylan movie, I think it had like a 90% like on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, okay, well at least it's gonna be a good movie. It was fine. It was just slow, and it only covered 3 years of his life, and it just the whole climax of the movie was that he switched from being a folk singer to more of like
And they didn't even really
kind of a rock singer.
They didn't even really explain it. They didn't go into like they spent a very small portion of the movie on the climax of the movie. And we didn't even know it was a climax. It was
No.
just happening.
I was like, what are we building towards? Like,
Yeah.
what's the story gonna head point at? And like, what are we building up? And then they kept talking about this folk concert that he was gonna go, or a festival, folk festival, and he wanted to use his electric guitar. And
Mhm.
Johnny Cash, who was apparently big in his life, Johnny Cash was like, fuck these people, use your electric guitar. And he was like, I kind of want to. And everyone was like, no, don't do it. His manager was like, no, don't do it. And I was like, is this really like going to be the climax of the movie? Is him deciding if he wants to use his electric guitar? And then
Yeah.
he did. And
Sounds
then
disappointing.
it was the climax of the movie. And I'm like, that's it. That's the whole thing. Like all this
I
build
would've
up.
booed.
It felt-
I'm a fan of
So
a
we're
boo
like,
movie.
It felt like when you fuck and there's like a little pre-cum, but then
Ew.
like you lose the sensation afterwards and you're like, fuck, I'm not even horny anymore.
because
Damn.
because of that.
That's
That's
deep.
how it works.
You know what? That sounds like
So you
that sounds like the Joker. That movie was horrible to me.
Yeah.
so you didn't finish when the movie ended?
I didn't come.
Oh, I did.
Well,
I'll tell you one movie that did make me come.
What made you come?
I went to go see Baby Girl last night.
I put that in that text of the movies I said I would see. I put that on there, and then Greg was like,
the guys
"Oh."
don't want to go get freaky next to each other.
Greg was like, "Oh, a love story. I'm not seeing that shit." And I was like, "Well, okay."
It was not a love story, sir. It was
I don't know anything about the movie.
okay. So because of the amount of porn that I watch, I don't know
What
the
love is?
No, I don't know what the line
I'm glad I
line
go live on
is.
TikTok. We got banned.
Yeah, we gotta get there.
It was
I don't-
good though.
Phenomenal. I don't know what the line is on like, oh, this is appropriate for a movie, and
Mhm.
like this is porn. Like I don't. know.
Oh, for the rating, you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the line is to where.
Is it NC-17? Because that's like the most extreme you can have for being in a theater.
It has
Unless
a
you're in like a
77% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Baby Girl.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, that's decent.
amazing. The scenes in that movie, I didn't think that I would be going to a theater to see.
It's labeled an erotica.
Yeah, it's definitely an erotic.
It is rated R though, so it's not NC-17.
It's more raunchy than 50 Shades.
All right, adding it to my
Damn.
list right now. I'll
Yeah,
go do
that's
that
deep.
tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
And who are we seeing naked?
You can't
Nicole
watch-
Kidman.
You can't watch
Who's she
porn in
married to
Indiana
again? Who's
anyways.
her
Nicole
husband?
Kidman.
I don't know who she's married to, but
Oh,
I will
she's
tell you
famous.
something. I will tell you something about Nicole Kidman that
Russell
won't
Crowe?
ruin the movie.
Okay.
She looks incredibly different.
She's almost 60.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith Urban. That's
Yeah.
who she's married to.
If you look at her side profile and then you look at her face dead on, and then you look at her with her hair up and her hair down, all four of them are two totally different, or four different women.
Damn.
She looks entirely different with her hair down. She looks entirely different from the side. She looks like a totally different woman.
Isn't
Like-
that what you want in acting though?
I'm saying like her face. It's like it's weird.
Mm.
Like if I look at your side profile, I could still see like kind of what you look like on your front profile a little bit.
Mhm.
Like it still matches. Hers doesn't match at all. She has this weird alien head. I'm all for it because she's hot.
You still came.
I did. Wet seat. But it was
Wet
just
seat is crazy. Let me make sure I didn't go to the movie theater.
Bro, it was
Imagine Theater.
Portage?
Theater 11,
So she
C4. Don't sit there.
So people start saying baby girl review, Nicole Kidman.
Mhm.
She gets Botox injections. And that's probably what you are seeing in the different perspectives. Like how your face holds
Like in the
up.
movie, like that's a plot line.
No. Like she
Just the
gets-
actress.
Yeah, she
Oh.
and so people are that's actually a hot topic online right now.
how different her face looks.
Yes.
Really?
So that's really funny that you brought I just looked it up right now.
Yeah, that's
Maybe because they filmed in between her getting Botox, like before.
she
and
literally
after.
gets Botox during the movie.
Oh, as a
Oh,
plot
and the
line.
movie
They
too?
film her getting Botox. In the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Like her character gets Botox.
So maybe, yeah.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
it's insane.
You know what was a good movie? Don't laugh though. Sonic. I went to go see it with my daughter.
I saw Sonic
that?
2. That was
Sonic?
really good.
Oh, I think you said Tonic.
Sonic was really
Sonic
good.
3.
Yeah, it was actually really good. It was
Yes.
better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too. Me
Did you like the
too.
first and second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you
Yeah.
feel about that ending little twist with Amy coming in?
Yeah, that.
I was like,
Did you just spoil
wild.
something?
Yeah, she
No,
definitely just
no.
did. 100%. She did.
Damn.
But actually, she
No
didn't.
spoilers.
Because
I
Spoilers.
did it. It's a
what's so crazy is you literally, if you don't like, you know how when people watch movies, they leave. After that, they're going,
Not anymore. You can't. Credits.
Exactly.
You got to now.
You go through the credits. You have to watch the whole
Have
credits
to.
to even
Fucking
get
Marvel.
to that part.
Yeah, we
it was a credit
we were
scene.
after the movie was over. We sat after Bob Dylan. We sat for a second. I'm like, bro, this isn't a Marvel movie. Nothing's coming at the end of the credits.
Dude, Squid
At
Games
Bob
they did.
Dylan, really?
At the end of season 2 of Squid Games, there's an after credits scene. Like they have done. Think about Star Wars. In Mandalorian, they did it.
Yeah.
In a lot of these new Star Wars shows, I think Andor, they maybe did it.
I'm
They,
finna make y'all
they
so mad.
tease all this shit.
Did they? I wonder if they did that in
No,
Baby
watch
Girl.
it.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Me neither. I told them that too last time, last pod.
Yeah.
No, you got to go.
Well,
All
okay,
right, so
can I
Steve,
talk
you and I can just
about
finish this podcast.
really fast? Can I talk about the Love Me trailer?
Yes.
And then I'll hit up Arcane, and then I have to head out of here. I'm really sorry to
Oh,
leave you
that's
guys
right. I forgot
early.
about that.
But the Love Me trailer with Kristen Stewart, she is phenomenal. Like I was looking at those like TikToks that were going viral in the trailer, and like her face and how she was acting in it. I was like, this girl can play a wide variety. Okay, I would have never thought she was into women at all watching this trailer. I was like, I thought this was real. I thought that was a real couple filming like influencers. The house looks like an influencer house. The way that they were filming her, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder. Like, I almost feel like it's gonna be a good movie just because of how they framed the TikTok. But
Yeah.
watching the trailer, I was disappointed. It was
Oh,
like,
really?
what is this about? Like, at first, I thought it was gonna be like a scary movie.
You thought it was them.
Yeah.
But the premise of the movie,
Is them, but it's not them.
yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic era where technology is trying to learn about the human
Mhm.
race through social media, and they take on those characters' lives and kind of live vicariously through them through social media.
Yeah. So like Roblox in real life.
It's like
No.
it's like Wall-E meets humans.
Yeah. Speaking of, they just announced WALL-E 2 is officially being
I didn't know.
made.
I thought there was another Wall-E. Maybe
No.
this is
There's
Wall-E
so
too.
many movies coming out. Lilo and Stitch is coming out.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah, the
not
live.
gonna lie.
live
I mean, if we
action
learned
Lilo
anything from
Stitch.
Subservience, it's that AI movies are pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean,
Yeah.
Megan came
Yeah.
out and Megan
Oh
was
my
good.
gosh.
Yeah.
Listen, let's talk about that movie. Oh my gosh.
We talked about it a little bit last time.
Oh my gosh, her body.
Nah, I was talking about the man's ass last time. I was not expecting that. That was so random. I was like, okay.
Dude,
You
her
get
body. I feel so bad for MGK.
It's insane. It's insane. You know, and Nicole Kidman had a full-on 4-pack.
Really?
I was not expecting that. Like, sculpted.
Damn, she's near 60 too.
She's 57.
Did you guys
Yeah,
know
she's
that
Heinz.
MGK cheated on Megan Fox? They're not together now.
That's why I said I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Listen.
You feel bad for him when he cheated?
No, I feel bad for him that he's not with her.
Oh, I don't. He cheated.
I'm saying he messed up.
You give me a
Like,
10, I'll give you a girl. You give me a 10, I'll give you a guy who's tired of fucking her.
So
Yeah.
L.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, Arcane. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I'm gonna throw that out there really fast. I just finished season 1, and I know season 2 just dropped. So don't come for me for not finishing season 2 yet. But so good, and it's based off of Overwatch. I believe is the video game it's based off of.
Oh, okay.
Is that
And-
considered anime?
No, see, no, because it's not a different language, right? I think anime is usually a different language, right? Or am I tripping on that?
I mean, I don't know if that's qualification. but
Traditionally.
Yeah, and B, it's cartoon style, not like anime style.
It covers it, but it's not like traditional anime. So
Have you guys ever seen Voltron?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what that kind of cartoon show is called, but like that group. But I'm a very big fan of it, and it's like She-Ra. Have you guys seen She-Ra?
Mm-mm.
No,
Nope.
I love that kind of stuff. And
I
Arcane.
generally don't watch animated shows.
I just love animated shows for some reason. And also it has like a good like sister storyline.
Mhm.
Like sisters that are really close and become enemies is the prefix of it. And Jinx, the character, one of the main characters, she's psychotic. Okay, she's so psychotic, but I'm in love with her. Okay, she is just crazy and she's over dramatic. She hears voices because she went through some really traumatic stuff, and she just kills and murders everyone. And she's like, "Do I love my sister? Not enough to kill her, but like, you know what I mean? Like, and she's just crazy. But everyone I know has been like, Jinx, we're in love with Jinx. She's psychotic. We love psychotic girls now, and it's like
And
a trend.
This is on Arcane?
Yeah, Arcane, super good on Netflix.
Where can we watch it?
Netflix.
Oh, bet.
Really good. I'm a big fan of it. I'm excited to see what season 2 brings. Apparently, season 1 has been out for a while. I didn't even know until I saw the season 2 trailer drop. And then I was like, oh, I should watch this. But I'm watching with my friend who plays Overwatch. And so I have to wait to watch the episodes with them.
It's #1 most searched on adventures.
It's very, very good. I would recommend watching it. And you'll agree with me that Jinx is a baddie. She's kind of scary though, like because when I watch it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I never encounter anyone as crazy as her. But I'm also like, slay. So I love it. It's a really good, and I'd recommend watching it if you like that kind of show.
It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
100%. Crazy. It's so good.
Wow, 100%.
And a 9 out of 10 on IMDb.
It's really good. I would recommend. It's really well like animated too, on top of it, which I like watching animated stuff. And I've recently been into anime too, but it's hard for me to follow storylines because I'm dyslexic. So I have to read the words at the bottom and I mix stuff up, and so I have to rewind a lot. So it's kind of hard for me to watch animes. So this is kind of my in between. I like watching it.
I'm the same way. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Really hard to follow.
And also I watch before I go to bed at night.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to like stay actively
So
in
hard
it.
to follow.
Yeah. And so, but I love the storylines. And so,
Yeah.
there's that. But watch it. I think you guys would like it. Arcane's great. And, okay. So towards the end of season 1, I can't think of his name now, but one of the main characters from the beginning of the season, you don't see him all season. He comes in the second to last episode. And I'm really excited because now he's going to be a main character in season 2.
Oh,
and I was like, why was he gone this whole season? I know it's because they were building up the plot and stuff for the rest of the seasons when they make them. But I was like, I got to see him for 5 seconds in season 1. So hopefully they continue to build on that storyline.
How many episodes per season?
It was 8 episodes for the first season.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not. But I think they're hour-long episodes.
There's a movie I need to go see that I really don't want to go see, but I guess I have to.
What movie?
Wicked.
I have to go watch it too, but I
heard it's
kinda-
good.
Still haven't seen it?
I will
still haven't
see
seen
it when
Wicked,
it comes
no.
on streaming, but I don't care to see it in
Have you seen
theaters.
it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh.
I was just surprised you didn't because you were such a fan. But
Yeah.
what's even more interesting about Wicked is who owns the rights to Wicked.
Who does?
I believe it's Amazon.
What?
No, it's not Disney.
No, Disney doesn't own the Wizard of Oz.
No.
Doesn't Wicked come from the Wizard of Oz?
Wicked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
The Wizard of
related.
Oz is a movie about Dorothy who goes to the land of Oz or whatever, and she steals the Wicked Witch of the West's sister's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a story about her trying to find her way home. She goes to the Oz City. Well, Wicked itself is about the witches. The Wicked Witch of the West, Glinda, all of them. It's their backstory and how they met and how
But
she
wouldn't
became
you have
the enemy.
to have the rights to? Because do they reference anything that has to do with?
I mean, the
Isn't
city
Oz-
of Oz.
It's the
right?
characters.
Yeah.
So here's what I think happened because I just had this conversation with my cousin like a month ago at Thanksgiving. So the original Wizard of Oz book came out in like 1908 or something crazy. Right?
Yeah.
The screenplay or the book, there was a book that this play is based on.
Mm-hmm.
That book was written in like 1990 or like early 2000s or something.
Mhm.
So I think the copyright law had ended, and
Yeah.
then Wizard of Oz became public domain.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy wrote a book using all the characters from someone else. And then now this play became an adaptation of his book.
Universal.
He
guy
wrote
who
a
wrote-
fanfic.
I mean,
Universal
basically.
owns it.
Yeah, Universal. I just looked it up too. Yeah.
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 So they could, if this keeps taking off and it becomes a franchise, which I'm sure at this point it's going to be, like it could be a part of Universal Studios,
I've
like
heard
the theme park.
I heard it was really, really good.
I've heard it's amazing, and I do want to see it. I don't think I care to see it in theaters.
I need to go watch
Maybe on a
before this
$5
They said-
Tuesday
They said you have to see it in theaters. They said that's the only way you can get that effect
because
of
of
the
like
movie.
the music and
Yeah.
stuff.
What
I can't
about isn't the second part coming out already soon too? I haven't
I
even
doubt
seen
that.
the first part. I know because they already filmed both parts. They're just
Really?
they already filmed the second part.
That's
of the movie.
surprising because it looks like a really expensive movie.
Well, they were filming it for 3 years, so
Oh, they've already filmed the second part?
Yes.
Is that why Ariana Grande is not in it?
she isn't.
I don't want to
she's
hear any
not.
spoilers.
What?
I don't want to know who dies.
No, she don't die.
Spoiler. No, I know
I
she's
found-
not
this,
gonna die.
this is on
Now
TikTok.
I know she's invincible.
This is on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie to you. I found out about it and I was like, what in the world? Like
Nah,
it's some other girl that's supposed to be the character.
Oh, okay. It's released at the end of the year though, but I thought it was at the beginning of this year for some reason. It says the second part, Wicked for Good, comes out November 21st, 2025.
I'm still surprised that only 1 year
Is that-
between.
yeah. It's not even.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that they filmed it already, but I'm just saying usually usually there's a couple of years between movies to build them up.
Well, they made us wait for Squid Games and they bringing out season 3 already. Like,
Well, they filmed those at the same time. Yeah, season 3 comes out in June.
I think they have a teaser trailer for Wicked 2 already.
that's
crazy.
insane.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'll
see
see
anything
it.
about I
I'll
don't
see it
see anything
eventually.
about her not being in it, but there could be talk. I don't know. Did you see? We talked a little bit on a previous episode about the drama that went down with the character who plays the Wicked Witch.
Hmm.
What about her?
She had a poster. So you know how the poster is Glinda's turned to the side whispering and she's looking head on at the front of the camera.
Yeah.
Well, in the actual musical, the poster, the hat's covering her eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and a fan took one of their posters and edited it to have the hat over the eyes to match the actual poster,
Mm-hmm.
and she got really mad about it.
A
and she
fan
said,
edited it to make it look like that,
yeah.
and the
And
actress
she
got
said,
upset.
You are trying to erase me. It was really hard for me to get this part, and you are making me out to be invisible. Like I didn't do all this work, and it became a whole thing. And
Oh man,
That was the change.
I'm
But
not gonna lie to you. I like the first one better than her.
the one on the left.
Yeah, I like the one on the left better than the one on the right. It just looks weird.
So
Like,
But the
I
one on
feel-
the right was just done by a fan.
well, and like
That's what I'm saying.
also,
It's like why is the actress who plays her getting so upset? It's like,
But you
just
gotta
pay no attention.
You
It's
got to
a
think
fan.
about it though. There's probably a lot of backlash that she's hearing over and over from like comments and people, her managers and all that. That probably was a big deal.
yeah.
I think her addressing it probably made it a way bigger deal
Well, she
because it was
was
just
looking.
a fan art. Like when you originally told this on the podcast a month ago, I thought the studio re-released the the poster and made her look like that. And I was like, okay, I can understand why she's like upset. But then once you said it was a fan that did it, I'm like, fuck that fan. Don't even pay attention to it.
Yeah,
Well, there was a lot of conversation on the internet about how her stare looks so dead in the camera and it like takes the life out of the picture or something. So I think that she was self-conscious about that before already. And then this fan editing her eyes out to match the poster made it feel like it was taking away the whole, like her whole identity in the thing. So I can understand from that perspective, but the way that she reacted and how everything blew up, I was like, girl, that was
Can I ask
not
you guys
the
a question?
move.
Who is this?
That's her lookalike.
Wow, that's not her.
No, that's Paige.
Oh, you know?
What?
Yeah, that's her lookalike.
What?
I used to battle her on TikTok.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody has a twin,
Yeah.
and that's literally real.
Have you seen the Taylor Swift one?
Well, she's had a lot of like surgeries too.
You can't tell me that's
Wow.
not Ariana Grande.
Have
No.
you seen Zendaya's twin?
No, I
does
haven't
it-
seen Zendaya's
What
twin.
is she? What is her?
Forgot her name, but I used to battle her on TikTok too. But
Do
she
they look
literally-
just like?
Yeah, she looks exactly like Zendaya.
That is wild.
Here, I'll show you.
That is absolutely wild.
Have you seen the Taylor Swift one?
No. Does
And
she look
then-
like Taylor Swift?
And then
Yeah, just like her and acts like her. And she purposely goes out in public to try to get people to like follow her and give her a crowd. And she has a bodyguard that comes around with her to make it seem like it's Taylor Swift. But then she goes, "Oh, it's not me, guys. I'm Ashley. It's not me." Like she tries to pretend like she doesn't want the attention, but she literally goes out in public to try to bring attention to herself and then be like, no.
You know who I really like that is
Her name's
kind of
Ashley.
a twin on TikTok? Not really a twin, but the Polar Express guy who dresses just like the main character from the Polar Express and dances. That's my entertainment every Christmas season. I'd be looking for his content.
Oh my God, that reminds me. Okay, so the official Dr. Seuss Instagram page has been releasing like 60 something Grinch like reels of the Grinch. Like some guy obviously dressed up as the Grinch, like in a cave. And they clearly said like, all right, you're going to stay in here for like 3 days straight. Just make as much funny content as you can. And I swear to God, I spent like an hour just going through all of them. Not all of them are funny, but so many of them are funny. I'm like, this is perfect. Like this is awesome marketing. And I don't know what the hell they're even marketing because it's not like there's a new Grinch movie coming out.
Right.
But oh my God, I was sending a bunch of them to my buddy and he's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know, but I can't stop watching them. It's so funny.
You guys, I have to head out. I'm so sorry.
No
but
worries.
you guys have a great week. And are we going to be here again next week?
Yeah, next week.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
But it's just little dumb ones like that. Like little 10-second whatever clips. Here's another one.
I love it. We should all go watch Mufasa. I want to watch Mufasa so bad. So hilarious.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the TikTok about the song, like, please keep your paws off my brother. I love that TikTok so bad.
And I will see Mufasa at some point because I like The Lion King, but I just don't know that I care to see it in theaters. Same thing with Wicked. Like, I will see it.
I'm going to see Mufasa. I feel like you have to if you've seen Lion King.
I've seen Lion King. I've seen the new. Childish Gambino's not in this one, right? Because it's a prequel, so he can't be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think he is.
I mean, he can't be because he voiced Simba, and this is about Mufasa when he's younger, so
Yeah.
Simba's not alive.
Well, actually, hold on. No, but I think
about Scar and Mufasa.
and I think Beyonce is in it too, though, because I remember watching an interview where they showed the dude was like, man, I was sitting and waiting, and I didn't think. I guess Beyonce wasn't gonna come. Blah blah blah. This and that. And then I guess she like popped up, like she had a whole bunch of security with her, and she popped up and she went in her acting spot and something like that. I don't know. Like I guess it's supposed to be. I don't know, but I think what movie they should have put in the theaters is Carry On.
Carry On was decent.
It was better than from him being in like a funny movie to being a serious one. It threw me off a lot because
I didn't know him to be in a funny movie.
He was in.
Jason Bateman.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
mostly does
Jason
funny
Bateman.
movies.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
thought you meant the lead actor.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's that
Oh
guy?
no, I only like Jason Bateman in serious movies.
Really?
In serious roles.
Like Ozarks.
Like Ozark. I
Okay.
don't like him in he
He's so funny though.
he was only funny in Arrested Development, and then afterwards he wasn't funny to me.
Okay, have you seen Game Night? That's one of the most underrated comedies.
Yeah, you got to see
Game Night is so
Night's
funny.
hilarious.
But Horrible Bosses, right? Wasn't he in those movies?
I've seen
Are you
Horrible
kidding me?
Bosses.
Those movies were funny.
I mean,
Dude, I love Jason
like-
Bateman.
I like his
He's like the
humor.
awkward. He's an awkward funny, but he's funny.
I like his humor in
Identity
very
theft?
serious,
Identity Theft, yep.
very serious, high leverage situations where it's supposed to be serious and not funny. I like him then.
I will watch like
He
anything he
surprised-
does.
He surprised me in Carry On. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you because I've never seen him in like a.
Have you seen
series.
Ozark?
Oh yeah, you're right. He is in the Ozark.
Yeah, yeah.
Which what he did
Yeah.
at the end was very just
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen The Gift with Jason Bateman?
no.
That's an awesome thriller with Joel Edgerton that came out 2015. It's called The Gift. I think about this movie way more than I probably should, but it is so good. If you like thrillers, like suspense thrillers, like creepy shit happens. Really, really good
I'm
movie.
gonna have to check it out.
And Joel Edgerton is such a good creepy character.
No,
like,
he did really good in Carry On. I was not expecting it to be that good. Like I was at the edge of my seat, like
Yeah.
just watching. And then there's oh my God, what is this movie called? I watched this other movie. Dude's like a sniper, and he goes around like
Was it Jason Bateman?
no,
Oh.
no. I don't know if it's on Peacock or not, but he goes around like sniping people. Like he's an actual like killer, but he's
Yeah.
not like from the United States. He's like from somewhere else. I think it's called like Jacked or Jagged or something. It's
Like he's like killing civilians.
no, he's killing people that are like important in the world, but they're doing bad. So
Oh,
he's going
okay.
around killing like the bad.
Okay.
I think it's called like Jacked or something like that. Like it's the movie that it's actually a series. It's actually dope.
Huh.
Like it was way better than what I thought it would be, and like how they like made the movie of him like killing people and how they show like I like when they like slow down like with the bullets and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah. Like they show
Like,
the bullet in slow
Oh my
motion, like
gosh,
traveling.
it's like a scene where he did, and it was like he was doing timing instead of like he shot the gun before dude even walked in. As soon as
Oh,
got
like
in the
he
building.
led him into it.
He let him literally
That's
let
wild.
him. Oh my gosh, the movie, it's a series. I'm gonna find out
Huh.
what it's called. But no, Carry On was really good. I didn't expect that out of him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
His acting was good. The other guy's acting was trash.
He was trash. I'm not gonna
He
lie
was
to you.
straight trash.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
he
come
was,
on,
He was
bro.
way too intense.
You got to be serious about this part. Bro.
Who is the other guy?
I have
He's
no idea.
he's like the son of an actor, or he's
I just locked my phone.
Cream of some young guy.
No, he's because I remember thinking, oh, that's who that is. Like he's Taron Egerton. He's literally the brother of the guy who I just said is awesome in creepy movies, Joel Edgerton.
Oh,
I think that's his brother, or at least they have the same last name. Maybe they're not related.
no, I just feel like I don't know. Like, yeah, they definitely. I'm not. Yeah, they should have picked a different actor. Let's be honest. They should have put somebody that was going to be like more serious and made it like intense.
Oh, I think
he took it seriously?
I don't think they're related.
I think he was way too intense.
What are the odds of two Edgerton?
Yeah.
I think he was too intense.
He was way too intense. He was all coked out. Fucking coked out of his mind.
He also could have stopped the situation so many different times.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
When we talked about the movie, like on the podcast a couple weeks ago, we agreed that like it was a fun movie, it was entertaining, but at the same time, it was like there's so many unrealistic things where like he could have just fucking ended it and he just went along with it. Like in a scary movie when someone like you hear a noise, it's like just fucking leave the house.
Just leave
Like,
the house. Exactly.
Like don't why would you do that? And that's kind of like the mentality that he had. Like he just kept going with it, and it's like fucking remove yourself from the situation.
Bounce, nigga.
He could have did so many different things. Like he could have let him get on the plane and then like told the police, hey, like let's grab the bag.
Oh yeah, or like, and I don't want to spoil too much, but there's that one scene where he's clearly being watched from outside the airport through the glass, and it's like the glass is the whole side of the airport isn't glass, just that section is. Just move 10 feet to your right, and now the guy can't see you. But instead, he just stands right there, like oh my god, what the fuck are we gonna do? Fucking move, bitch, move that way, and then he can't see you, and then the situation's over.
And so
But
it was
anyway.
so stupid.
Go down a Rolodex of shit. You have me write down a lot of shit.
What do you mean?
You have me write down a lot of stuff. Go down the Rolodex of stuff that you have me write down. Movies.
Oh, I had you write down. I thought you said that I was right on.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So the other thing was, just for TV shows, Larry and Marge, Make It Large. What the hell was the name of the title? Larry. Hold on, sorry, I can't remember the name. I just watched it last night. It was on Amazon Prime. It was super interesting. It is Larry and Marge Go Large.
Mm.
And it's a true story. It's on Amazon Prime. It was Bryan Cranston is the main guy in it. And it's about a like retired couple from Michigan.
Mhm.
And this is pretty recent, which the concept sounds like it should have been something that existed like in the 70s or 80s, but it was actually happened in like 2005 or something. This couple figured out a loophole in the lottery in Michigan to where they automatically win, and they made millions of dollars.
Really?
And it's this old couple like in their 70s, and they had to do a lot of fucking work. Like they literally had to buy 100,000 tickets, and then they had to hand fill them out, and then they had to like when they did the Powerball numbers on TV, they had to go through that many tickets. So they had just bins, like trucks full of bins of tickets that they had to go through, but they made millions of dollars on it. And they end up getting the whole town involved. This whole little town in Michigan gets involved, and they start helping them, and they cut them into this. And they did it, and it was not illegal because it was just a loophole. If you buy a certain amount of tickets, your odds.
That's Massachusetts.
Well, so they eventually went to Massachusetts with it because.
Oh wait, no, it was Michigan.
It started in Michigan, and then it went to Massachusetts. So they were driving 10 hours from Michigan to Massachusetts to do their lottery because the Michigan one ended. Then they're like, oh shit, well, Massachusetts has the same lottery. Let's go there. So they went there and started doing the same thing. And then they ran into an MIT group of college kids who figured out the same loophole, and now they're competing and they're stealing each other's money because now they're splitting it instead of getting all of it. So then they're like rival, and once the FBI finally got involved, which again it wasn't illegal, but the FBI is like, this has got to be some like crime syndicate shit going on because we got these two groups. They're saying all these names every time they come up. They're like, it's the same names that are on this Powerball winners every time, and the FBI is thinking that it's going to be some like huge organization they're going to take down of like organized crime. It ends up being these two old grandparents in Michigan, and then these college kids. That was the whole thing, and the FBI's like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
how much did they win?
They ended up winning 21 million or 26. No, it was 26 million.
Jesus.
Is how much this old couple won. But they were including their local community in it, and then they were using the money to fix their community. So they like rebuilt this like pavilion that had like become abandoned. They rebuilt it, and they started having acts come in to do like festivals for them. And they rebuilt like a lot of their like little town and like improved it with their money. So they were like using it for good. And they involved like all their neighbors in on this thing and gave them a cut, all this stuff. So it was really interesting and a really cool story. But like, but I can't believe in this day and age that the people who run the lottery didn't realize that there was a loophole where somebody could win every single fucking time. Like you would think that would happen back in the day when they didn't have computers to do algorithms and figure all this shit out. But yeah,
or
this old guy was just
if it's 2005, then computers are still new.
Yeah,
true. But what ended up happening was the lottery, they're still getting their money either way. Like even though these old people were buying like $600,000 worth of tickets, they were still getting money off of that. You know what I mean? So everyone was winning. So the lottery was making record money, but also these people were making ridiculous amounts of money. And so they all just kind of were cool with it and just let it roll.
That is nuts. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's like 90 minutes. It's pretty short.
What is it called?
It's called Larry and Marge Go Large. It's on Amazon Prime. It's like 90 minutes long. But it's super interesting. Then afterwards, we watched a 60 Minutes like special on the real people and watched them like actually talk. And I was just like, this is wild that this could happen in this modern time.
Literally, the only movie I've seen like lottery. What a lottery is a movie with John Cena.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Ridiculous movie, bro.
Good, bad, terrible.
I think it's funny to me.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, because he just goes around whooping people's asses. Like, I think it's funny as fuck to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What else you got, Joe?
I think that's it for movies, right? That we wrote down there. But
we can go to shows.
For TV shows, yeah. So I just caught up on the latest episode of Star Wars, Skeleton Crew, which you have not seen.
I gotta watch that tonight. I've been slacking on everything.
Is that the only episode you haven't seen?
I'm only still on episode. I only watched those first two.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're quite a whip is behind. Well, all right. Well, I definitely won't spoil anything. I'll just say that this episode that just happened, and people who have seen it will probably agree. I'm guessing I haven't seen reviews on the episode yet, but it was it was the shortest one of the season. It was only like 27 minutes, maybe 28 minutes. And it was just, there's a lot of action, but did not progress the story in any way. Like by the end of it, like nothing had changed. And I was
Are
like,
people going to be angry at this like they were at Acolyte?
no, people love this show.
Really?
And this is the only episode that was terrible. The rest of the season's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
My only issue with this show is because it is geared more towards kids. It's like the stakes are lower. You know, none of these kids are going to die. Like, you know, nothing bad's going to happen to them. It's also like, and I think we talked about this earlier in one of the previous podcasts, but like, it's one of the things where like, you know, an adult goes to grab the kid and the kid just like runs under his legs and the adult's like, you kids, you know, that type of like kiddie shit. So that kind of ruins it a little bit for me, but Dee loves it for that reason. Cause she's like, oh, this is fun. Like this is a fun adventure movie. And I get that.
And we want to see somebody get their heads.
I want to see Andor
off.
where they literally execute these two, put them on their knees and execute them. Like I want Andor type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Andor and this are like opposites in terms of tones, but they're both like the top 2 rated like Star Wars shows, which is kind of funny because they're opposites in that way.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely worth watching and it is pretty good. You just have to really lower your expectations for what bad shit can happen because it is like kind of for kids. So, but it's interesting. It's a totally different world of Star Wars we haven't seen. I think you said you're on episode 2, so you've seen like how it's like suburban Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that's totally different and it's interesting.
Very different.
But also Dee and I finished The Ultimatum. And when we last talked about The Ultimatum, and I said,
have you seen Ultimatum?
Not yet.
Okay.
Are you going to watch?
I'm going to watch it 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't say the character. I won't say not the character, the person. But remember when I was leaving like a couple of weeks ago on the podcast and I said, man, I hope it works out for this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
you
was
guys
like...
were laughing. It did work out for him. It 100% worked out for him. He got with the person he wanted to be with.
I'm not even going to tell you what.
Who are we? Text me who you're talking about.
You can say it. I don't. Spoilers don't.
You might forget anyway who the guy is. But it's the God, what the fuck's his name? Is it Bill or Dan or Dave? His name is Dave.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
that worked out for him.
It worked out for him in a sense because he got who he wanted to be with, but it didn't work out for in terms of actually like making a show.
Oh no! But remember when I said like I feel really bad for him because I can tell he's super uncomfortable. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
nobody likes him.
We were laughing because we were like, "Oh, guess what the fuck he does."
Nobody liked him. Like in terms of like the other females were not interested in him.
Big doofy dude.
Big doofus guy. And I'm like, but he seemed nice. And I'm like, I feel bad for him because he's clearly like realizes his girl's about to get fucked and like
his girl's about to get destroyed.
And he's gonna have to listen to it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I hope it works out for him.
Do you understand the premise of the show?
I did.
Is it?
Oh, you've never seen any season?
No.
Okay, so basically, there's these couples, and one person in the couple gave the other person an ultimatum: either you marry me or we break up.
Oh.
So what they do is they take these couples, they put them in a resort all together, and they let the couples like, okay, everybody's single now. You guys can date whoever you want.
Like Love Island.
Right. So they date within each other, like 8 different couples date within each other. And then at one point they decide to match up. Once they match up with a new person, they get to
have a trial marriage.
Have a trial marriage for 3 weeks with the new person, and then a trial marriage 3 weeks with their original partner. And it's so that they can figure out like
if is what they really want.
Yeah. Is it
what else
marriage
is out there
that I'm afraid of? Is it just this person? Is it me? Why don't I want to get married? Or is if I'm issuing the ultimatum, do I really want marriage because I issued the ultimatum? Am I really ready? What is it like being with someone who also wants to be married? So there's like a bunch of different spectrums of it. Incredible show.
I love it because of the drama. Because like imagine your girl gives you the ultimatum.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't want to get married. And she's like, all right, then we're going on the show. And you go on the show. Now you got to watch her be with some other dude.
I found out that one
across
person,
the table from you. You see her flirting with another dude, kissing another dude. Like it.
I found out that
one
couple that had been there had only been together for like 9 months on and off.
So Dee and I talked about this. We were thinking, I bet there are couples like that who just started dating, so the stakes are so much lower for them.
Mm-hmm.
Or people who were about to break up anyway, and they're like, fuck it, we already submitted for this show. and we got it. Let's just stay together for the show, so they don't give a fuck who they like. They can mix with up because you see some people on there. Some of these couples they split up, and they seem like they don't even care. Like they're like, "No, I'm cool with this new person." They're like, "I'm cool with this new person," and you're like, "How is that possible?" That you guys dated for 3 years, and I'm like, well, maybe they were about to break up anyway.
Yeah,
they're like, fuck it, let's be on TV,
and it's
let's
some
live in
dudes
this
that
house.
it's some dudes that go there and they're like, oh, I'm getting my shit off.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
There's some dudes there who go there for the hall pass.
100%.
Yeah, and you can tell, and they say it like, oh, I had a hall pass. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
They say it on camera, and then they forget,
and then they forget, and then they're like, well, I'm not here for a hall pass.
and they play it back, and they're like, oh yeah,
I said that shit.
You took it out of context.
Oh yeah, I said that shit.
I like shows like that because I watched The Challenge.
Okay, yeah.
So it, and my girl's watching Love Island. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of Love Island.
Yeah, I don't
There's
watch that.
so many of them.
Yeah,
Britain,
Oh
Spain,
right, yeah.
everywhere. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm not watching this at all. You got
How
me.
many islands I got?
and then Love is Blind is another show that's like that. You said you're still watching Love is
So
Blind.
D watches Love is Blind from episode 1 to the end. I
Right.
don't care about all the pod stuff, and then
Right,
I just don't care about that.
Mhm.
So I only jump in when the drama happens. I like to jump in when they meet the families because I think that's awkward as fuck, and I think it's so funny that they got to sit down across from like the other girl's dad, and then they got to be like, yeah, we've known each other for like 9 days,
week.
but we're definitely gonna get married, and I love how awkward it is. So that's when I jump in, and then I want to watch the weddings because I think that's awkward too. The fact
you
that
on
their
the latest
families
season?
are all there, yeah.
Oh man, the latest season is hilarious when they meet the families.
So that's like where we're at right now. I think we're on episode like 10 and there's like 13 episodes or something. So I don't know if I want to say any spoilers.
Now,
but-
did you get to the one where the guy was in the wheelchair?
No.
Oh,
No, I haven't got to that yet.
the one where where were you at?
Okay, so the crazy thing that I saw where I was literally like D and I both had our mouths wide open and we're like, what the fuck just happened? And like, because I was saying this dude is he kind of scares me. This dude is kind of like a quiet psychopath.
Oh, Steven.
No, Drake Timothy.
Drake Timothy.
There's a guy whose name is Tim, but then his sister and his mom come into town and they're like, no, his name is actually Drake. And then because I guess he was named Drake, but he didn't like the name Drake, and possibly because of Drake. And so he goes by Timothy on the show. But then, do you know what I'm talking about? Did you finish the season?
I'm trying to figure out which guy it is.
Do Timothy Drake, Love is Blind.
Black guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tim. Yeah.
So he, and I don't want to spoil it, but when he all of a sudden like turns, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And then he just like,
Yes. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, you thought his name was Steven though?
Well, I thought you were talking about Steven because Steven has some crazy shit.
Oh,
too.
he does? Yeah, I don't know if I've seen
my
that
God.
yet. But the Timothy thing, and they're having that conversation, and then he's like, I don't want to see it.
Tim Drake is the name of Robin. But no, that dude. Did you see when he met her parents?
I must have. I don't remember what happened though.
Bro.
When he met her parents?
He met her parents the day before what you're talking about happened.
And what happened? I don't know that I remember.
The dad had what is it that Michael J. Fox has?
Oh,
Parkinson's.
yeah.
The dad had Parkinson's, could barely talk.
I must have missed that.
The dad had Parkinson's, could barely talk. And he had, remember when in the pods, he wrote her a letter that he wanted to read to her dad. So he reads the letter to her dad. And the dad has like Parkinson's and is like crying and stuff because the dad never thought that he would live long enough to walk her down the aisle.
He won't.
He won't is crazy.
I mean,
Yo. So when y'all say Love is Blind, season 2, you guys know, I don't know if you watched season 2.
I probably watched episode like 8 through 11.
Who you got?
I only watched
Who you
the
got?
end of it.
Deppie.
Oh, yeah.
I've met her.
Oh, really?
And she lives in Chicago. I don't think a lot of people know that, but
She seemed really cool. Like she seemed, I think, normal,
so,
right? Depka, something like that.
It's DEEPTI. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I seen her in Chicago, And when I tell you, I didn't know who she was at all. Like I'm sitting with my guys, and his friend is like, "Dude, do you know who that is?" I'm like, "No, she looks like a normal girl to me. Like I don't like she's been staring at me the whole time, but I don't know who this girl is." And then like I seen a whole bunch of people just like run up to her, and like girls are running up to her taking pictures, and guys are, "Dude, I gotta take a picture for my girlfriend. She's gonna love this." So I'm like, who is?
Oh wow, she got 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, who is this girl? Like, so me being me, like, who are you? Like, why does everybody know you? And she was like, "You never seen Love Is Blind?" I was like, "Nope, because I'm blind." I guess you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know who's like. I've never seen this show. She was like, "Yeah, I was on Love Is Blind. I got married and blah blah blah, like this and that." And I'm like,
Is she still married?
"Is this a TV show or is
you
this
didn't even know the show?
fake?" Like, I didn't know it was real.
Oh,
And she was like, "No, like this was like actually real." No, she's not married anymore. No, the way she was flirting, she was not married.
did you not see that season?
I might have seen it and just didn't.
The dude she was with was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Did you watch
wait.
the season now? Have you seen it?
Is-
Now that you
No,
saw
I
her?
still haven't seen it.
It's this dude. His name is Shake. He is bizarre.
Really?
He's a weird dude.
Mhm.
I guess I didn't see that.
He's-
And she got with somebody else and then broke up with him too.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. I don't think they got married. I don't think they made it to the end because he was just so weird and everybody hated him, but he loved playing the villain. So like he would feed into it, which made for good TV especially
yeah.
the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
The reunion, I started to feel bad for him because everyone was just shitting on him and calling him a piece of shit, and he was like arguing back and stuff. But
Was it Love Is Blind Chicago? Is that what it was?
No.
Was it
No.
based out of Chicago?
No.
Or she just happened to be from Chicago?
She's from Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
She
But-
was literally just chilling with her friends. I didn't know who this girl was at all. And everybody was just going crazy about it. Like even the guy I was sitting with, I was with my friend. We just left the NCAA tournaments that was in Chicago.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Dude, you don't know who that is?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah. I wouldn't have.
Like, I don't know who this is.
yeah.
But yeah, she was just chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling at the bar with her friends.
Damn.
so what do we got with going on with news? Or did you want to? Oh wait, Bleecker Street trailer. Oh, that was Ariel's topic.
What about the Karate Kid?
Cobra Kai.
You know, there's a
It's
new Karate
it's a
Kid movie with Jackie Chan in it
Mhm.
that's coming out. And
yeah.
it looks like it's about to be fucking lit.
Yeah, because it's got the original actor of Karate Kid in it too.
Can
Which-
Jackie still kick it?
Dude, he's still
Yeah.
what? Yeah, 100%.
Hold on a
Really?
second.
God, Jackie Chan's got to be what, late 60s?
Please don't talk about LeAngelo Ball.
Jackie Chan, how old is he? I'm gonna say 68.
I hear that.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Jackie
Oh
Chan's
my
70.
gosh, that's news too.
Yeah.
That's news. But dude, what's the actor's name? That did Karate Kid,
Oh, who played like
the actual Karate Kid.
Danielson or whatever the hell? Oh my gosh, I'll just look it up because I definitely would know it if you said it.
He
Yeah.
still looks like he's like in his
Ralph
30s.
Macchio.
Yes, he's in the new. He's in the new movie.
Is he kicking some ass?
I think he's
Or is he the dad?
he might be teaching or something like that. I don't know which one he's doing, but
God, he still looks the same.
bro, exactly. And what's so crazy, they brought him up on the news too because they were talking about it. It was like when he was 30, he looked like he was 18, and when he was when he was 30, he looked like he was, you know what I'm saying? Like they just kept like going back and forth. Like he
God
still looks
damn.
young.
You know you know how old this dude is?
60. He's like 66 or 62.
He's 63.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. And he looks like he's in
he
his
looks like-
30s.
yeah. I was gonna say he looks like maybe 38.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they were talking about that.
That's
Damn.
nuts. That is nuts.
But yeah, that karate movie look like it's gonna be lit.
I have never seen a single Karate Kid movie.
Really?
Swear.
I am.
The show Cobra Kai is actually really, really good.
Yeah, never seen that either.
I would start with the Karate Kid, make your way to Cobra Kai, and then finish off with this movie. It's all really good. I was in the Cobra Kai for a second. Yeah.
That's still going on, isn't it? Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Maybe like 7 seasons by now.
Yeah, they're in there. Talk about a revamp. Well, I guess we'll get into 2025 has been already 2025.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Bro. So, have you heard of the Bourbon Street situation?
Of course. I got family who lives down there.
Yeah. Can you give me a synopsis of what happened? Because I'm still not.
Yeah. So there was a dude who was Texas born and raised. He was an 10-year Army veteran, U.S. Army veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck happened. He clearly got radicalized by something, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if we know the details yet about what triggered all this, but apparently he is either associated with ISIS or idolizes them or sympathizes with them or something, because he had an ISIS flag on the back of his Ford F-150 Lightning. He bought an electric car on purpose, or he leased it because he got it 2 days before the attack.
He got it from Turo.
Mm-hmm. He got it 2 days before the attack, and he went down Bourbon Street when it was full of people, possibly because, obviously because of New Year's, but obviously also the bowl games. So there's a lot of people down there, and he went around a squad car, and he just fucking floored it down Bourbon Street. And I don't know how many, I think 12 people are dead right now. 10? Okay. I don't know how many died as a result of him hitting them with his vehicle, which apparently he chose electric vehicle because they're heavy and because they obviously accelerate super fucking fast. So he knew he can smash it. And then he got out with an assault rifle, and then he started shooting people. So he was prepared to do damage after because he knew the truck was going to stop eventually. And then he came out with an assault rifle and started shooting people. So I don't know how many people were a result of, shooting death.
I think it was just a gunfight with the police. And
it was a lot of young people too.
Yeah.
That he hit, but the fight was with the police, but they killed him instantly.
Yeah.
So he didn't last long with his gun at all.
Which is kind of crazy because he's a 10-year Army vet. Maybe he didn't see combat, but I would think he would be.
He probably did, but you
one versus so many police officers already.
Yeah. I saw a video of the police reacting to it.
Running.
Yeah. There were like 25 officers standing on one corner, and then all of a sudden they just book it down the street.
Yeah.
But
I'm going home. I see that many police officers running.
The speed.
Have you been to Bourbon Street?
No.
It is a sea of humanity because there are people who try to take their cars down Bourbon Street.
Is it anything like Broadway in Nashville?
No, because Broadway in Nashville is like 2 or 3 lanes going each direction.
Yeah.
Bourbon Street is one way each direction. Like, so it's a 2-lane, but there's so many people out in the streets. There's literally bands that have full sets of instruments standing on street corners that are already like 2-3 feet into the street. So realistically, you're only getting one car one way at a time. And
you can't drive down that street, can you?
I don't even understand but why though? I feel like,
but you're not going to go anywhere because there's so many people. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like through those events, nobody should be able to drive through anything. You should have that blocked off.
I think it was blocked off. I think it was because the police, I think, had barricades up, and I think they were blocking it off because it's New Year's Eve. They knew it was going to be an event full of people. But I'm just saying, even outside of that, because I've been to New Orleans like 4 or 5 times now, and just recently as March, went down Bourbon Street, and even just a regular fucking day in March when we were there, not Mardi Gras, nothing like that, and there's still a sea of people in the streets, and cars have to take like 10 minutes to get like a block because there's so many people you got to go around and wait for. So for this dude to do it when he did it, I mean, he knew it, and like he
timed it.
He knew that there was just going to be a sea of humanity to go through.
That's crazy, dude.
But Bourbon Street's tight because New Orleans is an old town. So like the streets are narrow down around Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all that stuff. They're historical streets. So yeah, I can't even imagine like seeing a fucking truck barreling through that crowd because those people are packed in there.
That's insane, dude.
But
on top of that,
out more. And the explosives. He also had explosives
in the car, yeah.
Yeah, and they found 3 or 4 more explosives that did not go off yet, and they have 3 or 4 more people that are roped in on this that are involved. So we don't know the names of the other people involved yet. We don't know how big of a situation this could have been.
Oh, they said it could have been huge. They said he could have killed.
They all went off. Oh yeah.
They said he could have killed over probably 1,000 some people.
Jeez. And so yeah, we don't know the whole scope of it yet, but. I'm sure we'll find out in the coming weeks more details about his motives and who else was involved and, but as long as we find out the real shit, the real details, and not like the information that was coming out like hours after where like Fox News literally put on the news, on TV, that he was an illegal immigrant who came over from Mexico 2 days prior.
Didn't even
Like
know.
they ran with that.
Yep.
And then all the boomers saw it and they threw it on Facebook and they all believed it. And they eventually retracted it.
Mhm.
But at that point, the damage was done. Like
Yeah.
you already told 40 million boomers, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's the illegals again." So then they start running with it, and then that's all they know. They don't see the retraction. Like, so obviously, it's immediately getting.
But they do
politicized.
that on purpose, though.
Yeah, because
So-
they know it doesn't hurt them in the end.
Mhm.
People aren't going to stop watching them because they fuck up. So
Well, on top of that, there was a plane crash in South Korea. Jeju Air, and their offices have been raided because of it. The authorities are trying to get down to what happened. It says South Korea police raided the offices of Jeju Air and the operator of Muan International Airport Thursday as they step up a probe into the fatal crash of the 737-800 that killed 179 people.
179. How'd it crash?
They said that it was carrying 181 passengers and crew from Thailand to South Korea.
So two survivors.
Yeah, the just the pilots.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Is
they're
that-
trying to arrest the president.
Yeah. It said they were issued a mayday call and it belly landed before slamming into a barrier, killing all aboard except two flight attendants.
Wow.
Yeah. It at first it looked like it swallowed a bird into the engine,
Oh.
and that caused the engine to, but they're looking into it to see if there was.
That's my number one fear of flying. Like, I'm not comfortable in airplanes. I prefer to drive if I can. But as soon as when we are taking off, as soon as we get above the birds, then I'm okay. And then when we're landing, as soon as we get, below the birds or whatever, then I'm all right. But I hate that part where you could possibly, hit a bird, because that's like the leading cause of crashes is birds getting sucked into the jets.
Call it a bird strike.
Yeah. And it's like nothing anybody can do about it. You can't go around a flock of birds as you're ascending. Like, it's just fucking roll the dice whether or not you're gonna fucking suck a bird into the engine.
The pilot reported a bird strike at 8:59 a.m. and told air traffic controllers at Muan International Airport that he would abort his landing attempt and circle in the air to prepare for another one. Instead of going all the way around, he approached the runway facing south at high speed. That the plane missed the usual touchdown zone and landed much farther along the runway than normal, and it hurtled down the landing strip on its belly, leaving a trail of smoke.
Oh, so he actually made it to the airport, made it to the runway. He just fucking overshot it.
Yeah, they said a pilot appeared unable to control the engines and no landing gear was visible as the plane made contact with the runway. Two critical elements in slowing down a plane during landing. The plane did not appear to have activated its wing flaps, another means of controlling speed.
Well,
insane.
that's a new fear unlocked. Because I'm thinking, as soon as I hit ground, I'm like, all right, we're good. But the fact that they fucking died after they already landed,
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Well, there was a firework explosion in Hawaii, killed like 3 people.
What?
It was a big New Year's thing they were doing, and literally I guess it exploded, tore down like a building or something like that.
God damn.
Did you guys hear about the Tesla that blew up?
Yeah, in front of
Yeah.
Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Was
So-
that Trump Tower, Chicago?
No.
No,
Where was that? New York?
Las
somewhere?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the reason for that? Did we find out? Was it planned?
Let me see. Trump Tower,
So-
Cybertruck.
I heard.
That shit exploded.
So did you see? I don't know if you guys seen it, but the police were talking about the situation, and he was like, "We want to thank Elon Musk. He called us and blah blah blah," and kind of ran us through the whole situation of how this went down. I guess the doors locked or something like that.
Wait,
I
there
don't-
was someone in it?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh shit.
It says the highly decorated army soldier, whose name I'm not gonna find his name. Decorated Army soldier inside a Tesla Cybertruck packed with fireworks that exploded outside of Trump's International Hotel in Las Vegas shot himself in the head just before detonation.
Holy shit! So it was exploded on purpose,
Yeah,
and the dude killed himself inside
Yeah.
of it. Jesus Christ!
yeah, it is nuts.
I just don't. And this is a veteran too, right?
Yeah,
So that's
another
number 2.
Yeah,
So-
this
and
one
that's
says
what-
active duty too.
This is listen. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't like, you know what I'm saying. But something is going on. But they're not trying to. There's a bigger picture to everything.
yeah.
Wait.
He was on active duty in Germany with the 10th Special Forces Group, but was on leave at the time of the incident. Yeah,
Wow. So he was a Green Beret.
in a Tesla outside of Trump Tower.
It said they're not identifying him as the person found inside of it because his body was burned beyond recognition.
In the car?
Yeah.
Body was tinted.
It's the same article. You're reading the CNN one?
No, this is
Oh. What you were reading was the exact same words that I was reading.
Oh, I got off of that one. I was on a different one.
Yeah, they say they couldn't identify him because he was tinted or something like that.
Yeah.
It said he shot himself in the head prior to the blast that injured 7 people outside of the hotel.
It says the explosion bore some general similarities to the vehicle attack in New Orleans earlier Wednesday, as both involved a symbolic target on New Year's Day, a truck rented through the website Turo, and a suspect with a military background.
Wait, this one was also rented through Turo?
Yep.
Damn, Turo's having a bad week.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, something's man.
That is weird. So that's realistically that's two electric trucks,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
2 EV trucks.
Do you think they're trying to get rid of the electric?
I mean, I don't.
Because it's going to take over.
I think the guy who did the New Orleans attack, I think that was strategic.
No, yeah, that was strategic.
But the Tesla Cybertruck thing, I don't know if that was a statement against Tesla or Elon Musk or whatever. But I mean, I wonder if he left any sort of manifesto or because if you're going to do that, wouldn't you want to leave something like some sort of note or message or whatever along with it? Because clearly that was on purpose. I mean, obviously it was on purpose, but I'm saying to do it at Trump Tower in a Tesla that you rent. Clearly he thought this out.
Both men were stationed in North Carolina's Fort Liberty, previously known as Fort Bragg, but there was no record they served at the same unit or during the same years. The men also served in Afghanistan in 2009, but they were not in the same province or in the same unit, which is wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, I did not know that update. I knew that a Cybertruck exploded. I didn't know there was someone in it and that he killed himself.
Yeah, I didn't know nobody was in it. I thought it said something about the doors being locked or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know. That's weird, dude.
Apparently he was a Trump supporter, which is weird.
That's very weird.
It says when Trump was in office, Livelsberger would comment on his Facebook page about the things that Trump had said or done and how he's helping the military. He had a lot of respect for Mr. Trump. He loved the guy.
But what does that have to do with anything? Oh, because it was in front of the Trump Tower.
Trump Tower. So I don't know if maybe he didn't agree with Elon Musk, running the country at this point,
Yeah.
basically him buying the presidency. I don't know if he doesn't like that Elon Musk is involved. So maybe he loves Trump but hates Musk. I don't know.
That could be one of the things too, though.
I mean, because that is people who, Elon Musk used to be obviously like a Democrat, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
he used to be a Democrat. I mean, Trump used to be a Democrat. And then Trump was like, oh, well, I think I'll have a better chance if I run as Republican. So he did.
Switch this shit up.
Then Elon Musk probably thought the same damn thing. He's like, you know what? I can be a lot more powerful if I go to Republican side. So then he went full MAGA. So I wonder if there's people who were in between who liked Trump and used to hate Musk and didn't like that they were coming together on the same team. I don't know. So maybe that's why he did it. But I'm surprised that, and maybe we'll find out eventually that he did leave some sort of note or some sort of manifesto. Because like I said, if you're going to do all that to send a message, why not literally send a message
Yeah.
and say, this is why I did it and this is what I think.
It's just wild.
Wow.
Tell us about It Ends With Us.
I have not seen that yet.
I watched it, but it wasn't like
Movie or TV show?
it's a movie.
Okay.
I was like forced to watch it, unfortunately.
Okay.
So it wasn't like I was like into it, but I don't know. I need to watch it again because I heard a lot about it, like from certain people saying like, well, it's actually really good.
Well, let's.
Oh,
we can,
this is the controversy movie.
Mhm.
Okay.
what's controversy about? Oh, about the.
This is Blake Lively
Oh, okay.
with
Do
the
we-
controversy. Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
want to watch it all and then come back next week?
Yeah, we can do that.
We could do that.
That's fine.
We
What
can
is
do
is
that.
on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I can
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
it.
Let me put that in my homework.
Yeah,
I'll watch it like fully watch it this time, and then
I know it's supposed to be like a heavy movie, like it's about like domestic abuse and stuff.
Mhm.
And that was the initial controversy
because
with
it's
it.
well, I don't want to get no spoilers on it, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, don't spoil.
dude is like very bipolar,
Okay.
so it's gonna like
He lives his raps.
it's gonna throw you off a lot.
That's
like it's,
nuts.
I know there was some initial controversy with the movie over Blake Lively because when she was doing interviews, she was kind of like doing interviews in a tone that made it seem like the movie was going to be kind of lighthearted or
Mhm.
whatever. But the movie is actually super serious. So people were initially mad at her for that. And then people were like, fuck
What is
Blake
she famous
Lively.
for?
She's an actress. I mean, yeah. Isn't that why a lot of actors are famous? Because they're actors?
I don't know. I thought she was a musician for some reason.
Nah, she's just an actress. But
She just be acting and shit.
yeah. But that was the initial controversy was because they didn't like how she was doing interviews. She was almost making it seem like the movie was like a lighter movie than it really is.
Mhm.
And her other castmates were taking the interviews very seriously and talking about like how this is like an important film for, domestic violence, things like that.
Turns out he's domestically violent.
Well, no, then it turns out that the director of the movie, apparently, and honestly, I wish Cam was here because Cam is like 100% 10 toes into all this drama on this movie. But apparently the director, she's suing him for sexual assault.
Yeah.
And then also like apparently he was she alleges that he was part of a smear campaign to hurt the movie. And that's possibly why all those people were maybe not hurt the movie, but hurt her. And that's why the internet was so upset about her tone because maybe it was actually him behind the organized group to then like smear her because he was mad at her for then denying his sexual advances. Like I said, Cam knows way more and I'm probably screwing up some of that, but there's just so much like weird drama around this movie
That is nuts.
that has nothing to do with the movie itself. It's all off-screen stuff.
That is nuts.
So, and I
Well, we're
think
gonna
that could
watch
be
it.
the reason for the rating because the rating is only 55 on Rotten Tomatoes, but it could be people who are just upset,
Yeah.
like bombing, like rating bombing the movie.
I think they said like he was
So.
out to like get her or something like that. You were saying.
You trying to get some, huh?
Yeah, and I guess she turned him down, which like, dude, Ryan Reynolds is her husband. Like that dude's powerful. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be fucking with Ryan
Exactly.
Reynolds' wife.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
Pick
he's-
another wife. Now that I know that there's lookalikes out there, I'm just gonna find a girl that looks like the girl that I like.
I'm crying. No, it's
Bro, like, why do we have to try so hard? Just go find a regular one. I can go get a regular one. I can go get a regular Taylor Swift.
you can. Her
I
name is
can-
Ashley.
I can go get a regular Ariana Grande.
mhm.
Yeah.
Just a regular one, bro. The fuck do I need the star for?
You know how much that girl could make on OnlyFans looking like Ariana Grande?
Bro, I get knockoff great value shit all the time.
I'm crying.
All the time.
Dude, I'm just saying.
I get great value everything. Great value bread, great value butter, great value cheese. What is the fucking difference? A great value grilled cheese tastes damn near close.
You just got to chew it a little longer.
We just got to chill a little longer. That's the same thing about the women.
So I noticed.
You just gotta chew 'em a little longer.
Let's chill a little longer.
I know this isn't a topic, but you guys know who Kai is, right? Of course, right?
Mhm.
Kai
Kai
Cenat?
Cenat,
Yeah.
okay. So you know who Max Major is,
No.
the magician.
Uh-uh.
I think
So,
I've seen him.
the magician that does he reads your mind. He
Mhm.
can go through your phone. He can literally have your phone in his hand and tell you who's in your contacts, blah blah blah, this and that.
Okay.
So he actually got back at Kai. I don't know if this was like big, like when Kai was doing his streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So he came on his stream,
Oh, is that the guy who?
hung himself.
Yeah, he hung himself on a live stream.
What?
Yes,
This magician guy?
yes.
Yeah.
He made
Did people believe it?
Yeah,
he really did it.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying because he's a magician, I
Yeah,
can see
they-
people like,
they were-
ah,
So
fuck
listen,
you. It's a
he was
joke.
like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna ban for this."
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he You ever seen the movie Focus? With
No.
Will Smith.
No.
So
Where he takes a pill or whatever, unlock his brain?
no. It's
Oh.
like a stealing movie where they go around like stealing and doing all of that.
Okay.
And then you can go in somebody's mind and have them pick a number that you know, and then you like bet them later, and then they pick the number that you're gonna pick because you had this number like around you all day. You heard it in your ear all day, so you knows what number you're gonna pick. So that's basically what he did to Kai. He had Kai loves red. He knows Kai loves red. So he's going around. He was saying red. He had on a red shirt. He was giving Kai a red card, blah, 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 this and that. It got to the end. And then what topped it off, he had sexy red. That's big. You know what I'm saying? You got sexy red on your show. That's big. So all in your head, the only lever you're thinking, you got blue, yellow, and red in front of your head, in front of your face.
Yeah.
You're seeing red all day. So you're going to pick red. He already knew what Kai was going to pick. So before Kai did this, he had already made a video prior, like, you guys did this and you guys said I wasn't really a magician, because back then that Kai had him and G Herbo roughed him up and was like, how did you know all the numbers in my phone, blah, blah, blah. Like, this dude is a real magician.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like no fake, like,
No.
stuff you see. Like, he made them like stand there and they broke glass in front of his face. Like, this dude is like legit. You got to watch him. His name is Max Major. And he knew what Kai was going to pick, and he did the video. He was like, yeah, I already know what color you're going to pick. Didn't release the video yet, of course, right? So as soon as Kai, he was like, all right, 3, 2, 1, Kai pulled the lever. He pulled a red, and he just went down. Literally, he just went down. And he literally hung himself on Kai's thing to destroy Kai's platform.
What? Did this just happen?
I didn't know it was that intuitive. Did he release a video like a manifesto?
So he released after all of it was done. You can go watch
You can
the
schedule
video.
and upload. Did he schedule the video to be uploaded?
Yes.
And he explained why he did what he did.
Yes.
When did this happen?
And he did it a couple weeks ago.
Do you remember when Kai did a stream?
I just know who he is, but
So
I've never seen any
He
of his
did a
stuff.
stream for a whole month. It was like
Yes.
the whole month of November.
A Mafia-thon.
Yeah.
Oh, like a continuous live stream?
He live streamed literally every
single day.
It wasn't a minute, it was down. You can go in there live and watch him live for like Big Brother shit for a whole month.
Everybody you could think of.
Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody. His
Kevin
first,
Hart, Drewski, fucking
iCarly,
yeah, everybody.
Travis
everybody
Barker.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Like, he had every single celebrity that you could probably think
Just pull
of
up to his house.
was on there. Good Luck Charlie, the whole crew.
Yeah.
Like, he was bringing out everybody that you wouldn't even think. Like, he made millions off of this stream.
Yeah.
Like, legit.
About 100 million.
And he came on the stream and literally hung himself and then left and didn't say anything to Kai.
And he left, and then they had to like kidnap his boy and interrogate his boy. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where are you? No one's leaving until we figure out what's going on.
He was going to beat his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to really like calm him down. But so
Wow.
you can
I'm gonna
go
have to look
find
into
his,
this
you can go
after
find
the
his
podcast.
manifesto.
Because this is
Yeah,
wild.
it's on YouTube.
Did he just put it out?
No. He put it out right after it happened.
Oh, wow.
As soon as Kai pulled the lever, it was out.
That I didn't know about.
Yeah, it's
That's
insane.
crazy.
It's insane.
Max Major?
Max Major.
Max Major. I'm going to look that up.
I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I'm watching it live, like, oh, he's finna do something crazy.
Yeah, he
and then you
hung
just
himself.
see him hang himself. I'm like,
He could have
bro,
broke his neck.
Yes.
Wait, he's not dead?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant he like killed himself.
No. But the fact that he did it on a live stream on, I think, what was it, Kick or Twitch?
Twitch.
On Twitch.
And
He could have got Kai Cenat banned.
Yeah, he's
for
got
that.
endorsement deals, like
Yeah.
big endorsement
Big.
deals.
Who was in the room with him?
Nike, like,
Literally everybody in the stream, the whole production team,
mhm,
there's 100 people there.
mhm.
100
Oh, so he knew someone was going to save him.
Yeah, he knew his people was going to save him.
Yeah, he knew his people.
His
was gonna
people
save
already
him.
knew everything that was going on,
But they didn't tell him.
but they didn't tell Kai.
He tried to pull that to get him banned.
Oh, I
to-
thought you meant he killed himself to fuck the other guy
no,
over.
no.
Oh no! If he
That's
would
why I
have
was
did
like,
that,
how
But
would-
he acted like it. Just doing the act itself is almost just as bad.
like,
Yeah,
if
because
you
it breaks
if you,
terms of service.
listen,
Yeah.
if you watch it, it looks like he snapped his neck.
Oh, I'm going to watch it.
It looked like he snapped his neck, and then the ambulance came, and then nobody could be around him. Like, he made this a whole scene,
Yeah.
and then got in the car and
okay.
left and
that
didn't
makes
say
more
anything
sense.
to
'Cause I'm
him.
like, how did I not hear that this dude killed himself on someone else's live stream?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jesus.
Yeah, that was insane.
Well, on the lighter note, D Rose opened a flower shop.
Yeah, he did
So
a one day flower shop, and I mean,
Like a pop up.
yeah, today.
Oh, really? It was just one day?
I think so. I think it was just one day. I'm not sure if
Did he
was
only
gonna-
sell roses?
Yes,
Of course.
but when I tell you, like everybody,
I know he brought them out.
he brought everybody out.
It was today.
Yes,
Yeah. Chicago Bulls legend Derrick Rose opened a one-day pop-up flower shop today at Chicago calls Rose Flower Shop. And the line to get in was crazy.
insane.
Dee's asking why the podcast isn't live. She was going to watch it.
No.
There's 2 phones. What's the other one for? Actually, there's 3 phones.
Yeah, one of them was supposed to be live, but I didn't get it going.
That's what my,
Oh,
that's what my girl said too. She was like, "Is it not live? Prove it." I'm like, "Prove what? I'm not proving to you that I'm doing a podcast." What?
well, last time my wife was watching it, she was sending me text like comments along the
Mhm.
way. But she was like, "You guys
Well,
are live."
that'd be nice, but no, mine wouldn't do that.
A small plane crashed into a Fullerton, California warehouse
Just now?
like 4 hours ago.
Wow, one crashed.
Damn.
One crashed in
Everybody died?
Hawaii too.
2 people died.
Shit.
I think one crashed in Hawaii too recently.
Nuts.
I think today or yesterday or the first.
It's nuts. It's nuts out here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Let's get home to our families, guys.
Let's get home safely.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's not too much snow on the road.
Yeah. No. I think the snow was just like
At 7:00, that was
a
it.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
but
snowing
people
right
still
now.
can't drive though.
Yeah.
No.
That's what took me so long.
I was on Broadway coming here, and like 35 is like the speed limit, and there was a dude going like 23.
I don't
Like,
understand
what
it.
the fuck are we doing?
It wasn't, it was like rain almost.
I mean, there was snow on
There
the
was
ground,
some snow, but it was some of like the little parts a little icy. You might get a little slip, but it wasn't like no.
Yeah. Well, I got
no,
home
this dude was
beforehand.
white knuckling. He was so scared going like 23.
That's nuts.
And I went past him going, I think 48. And I was like, am I the asshole? I guess the speed limit is 35, but still.
Like you're going too slow.
23.
Yeah, it's insane.
Nah.
Well, thank you guys for rocking with us on the entertainment panel. This was a very impromptu show. I liked it. It was cool. It was a good vibe. We got through some shit. Tommy, we gotta have you come through some more often, bro.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. Are you gonna come to the tomorrow show too?
What's tomorrow?
Hip hop.
Oh, I'm definitely coming to that.
Bet.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about
Yes,
that one. I'm
yes.
definitely coming to that.
I still gotta get the itinerary available, like the
I'm so
topic
excited.
list and everything.
So I'm a DJ, so I'm excited about that.
we're gonna be editing it up tomorrow. So
I'm going live for that one. I'm letting you know right now.
oh, for sure.
If I get banned, I get banned. I don't even care. It's worth it, bro.
Nobody hang themselves on the live stream.
Please no.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'm definitely excited about that.
But yeah, thank you guys for rocking with us. I don't have my set, so I can't play music, but whatever. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I know I'm super late to telling you this. If you made it to this part of the show, you probably like and subscribed already. But thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill, and we'll see you guys very, very soon.